In-body image stabilization, or IBIS, requires the adapter to convey lens metadata to the camera correctly to work. If you are using an adapter lens, and if you are not using Metabones, you may want to check and see if IBIS is operating properly. Here is a walkthrough on how to test it. Set IBIS to continuous. Next, we need to assign a function button to enlarge and see if there is any shaking. On the Fujifilm X-H2, by default, you just push the entire joystick on the back of the camera downward. The function button assignment can be found by pressing Menu, going to the Range tab, Button Dial Setting, and Focus Lever Setting, and set Push to Zoom. On some other Fujifilm cameras, the focus check function is by default already assigned to pushing down the entire rear dial, but you can check or change the assignment with the function FN setting. The AF mode needs to be either single point or all. I tried a zone and wide tracking, but they didn't let me enlarge. So focus on anything and push the whole joystick or the whole rear dial downward. As you can see, IBIS is extremely effective. The lens I'm using is a Sigma 135 f1.8 art lens, and the adapter is a Metabones EF2X CINE Speed Booster Ultra. For comparison, let's turn off image stabilization and see what happens. Handholding without IBIS is very shaky. Now we turn IBIS on again. "2023 is Year of the Rabbit, although for the Vietnamese is Year of the Cat, and for the Malays is Year of the Mouse Deer. Here is an extra IBIS test, and no matter you are using a Metabones or an adapter from another manufacturer, this is a highly recommended test to try. Update the adapter's firmware to the latest. Partially dismount the lens by a few degrees, just enough to severe electronic communication. Dial in the focal length of the lens as if you were fully manual. Manual focus on some subject and enlarge. Take note of how effectively the camera is stabilizing the lens with IBIS. Now, fully mount the lens to engage the electronics. Autofocus and enlarge again. The camera is supposed to stabilize just as effectively, and it is supposed to do slightly better than before if the lens reports distance information. That's because of 5-axis. If the camera is worse off with electronic communication than without, then there is clearly something wrong with the adapter. I am Bo Ming Tong, CTO of Metabones. Thanks for watching.